Ladies and gentlemen, let's get one thing straight. Life doesn't come with a manual. You write your own chapters. And if you're brave enough, you even rip a few pages out and rewrite them. I'm here to tell you one simple truth. You are the architect of your future. No one else is coming to draw the blueprint for you. There's no shortcut, no secret code. There's only you, your grit, your choices, your voice. You will make mistakes, you will get hurt. But guess what? Those cracks, they let the light in. That's how you grow, that's how you evolve. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. There will be people who underestimate you, situations that overwhelm you, and moments when you feel like giving up. But I want you to remember, your future isn't something that just happens, it's something you claim. So take that dream, yes, the wild one you've been keeping in a box, and run with it. Own your ambition. Walk into every room like you belong there, because you do. And never, ever apologize for wanting more. Because life doesn't reward perfection. It rewards courage, it rewards persistence, and most of all, it rewards those who are unapologetically themselves. Change your mindsets and you'll change your future. It's not about being fearless, it's about being bold despite the fear. So rise, speak, dream, and build a life so powerful that the world has no choice but to notice. You are the architect of your own future. Let that sink in. Not your parents, not your mentors, not society, you. The pen is in your hand, and every decision you make, every risk you take, every boundary you push contributes to the blueprint of your life. It's easy to fall into the habit of waiting for the right moment, the right opportunity, the right sign. But the truth is, it belongs to those who dare to take control, even when they don't have all the answers. No one hands you permission, you grant it to yourself. We're often told to follow the rules, to play it safe, to color within the lines. But the people who shape the world, the ones who change the game, they sketch their own lines. They design their lives with intention. Being the architect of your future means you don't let your background define your ceiling. Whether you come from privilege or struggle, that's just your starting point, not your destination. You build upward, forward, outward. You don't wait for doors to open, you learn how to build the damn door. This isn't about arrogance, it's about accountability. Taking ownership of your future requires courage and clarity. It means showing up even when you're exhausted. It means choosing progress over perfection and vision over fear. There will be voices, sometimes loud, sometimes disguised as concern, that will try to tell you what your limits are. But if you let someone else write your story, don't be surprised when it doesn't sound like you. You get to say what success looks like. You get to decide what happiness means to you. That power is yours. And yes, it's scary. Building anything from scratch is. But nothing extraordinary ever came from comfort zones. The future is not a prize handed to the lucky. It's a masterpiece built by the relentless. Brick by brick, choice by choice, you shape your legacy. So stop waiting to be ready. Start building now, even if the foundation is shaky. That's how real architects begin. With vision, with guts, and with the belief that what they're building is worth it. Embrace imperfection and failure not as obstacles, but as essential chapters in your story. Somewhere along the way, we were conditioned to believe that mistakes are signs of weakness, that failure is something to hide. But that couldn't be further from the truth. Failure is not the end of the road. It's a detour that often leads to a better destination. Every person who's achieved something meaningful has stumbled, fallen, and gotten back up more times than they can count. The difference? They didn't let failure define them, they let it refine them. Imperfection is not a flaw, it's a fingerprint. It's what makes your journey real and relatable. The world doesn't need more perfect people. It needs people who are authentic, who are willing to show up with their mess, their lessons, their scars, and say, this is me and I'm still growing. When you embrace your flaws, you stop being afraid of them. You stop wasting energy pretending to be unbreakable and start investing that energy into becoming unshakable. Let's be honest, failure hurts. It bruises your ego, it makes you doubt your choices, but it also teaches you things success never will. It shows you your resilience, it sharpens your instincts, it humbles you in the best way possible. Think of every failure as feedback. It's the universe saying, not this path, try another. That's not rejection, that's redirection. And if you're paying attention, those moments of failure become your best teachers, more honest than any applause could ever be. So stop waiting to be perfect before you take the leap. Stop over-polishing yourself into someone you don't even recognize. Your imperfections are where your power lives. They make you relatable, resilient, and real. When you fail, own your ambition. Don't shrink to fit into spaces that were never designed to hold your potential. The world will often try to make ambition sound like a dirty word, especially if you're too young, too different, too loud, or don't come from the right background. But here's the truth. Ambition is not arrogance, it's not selfish, it's not too much. Ambition is the fire that keeps you moving when motivation runs dry. It's the quiet force behind your goals, the reason you get back up when life tries to knock you down. You have every right to want more growth, more purpose, more success, more space to be fully and unapologetically yourself. Never let anyone make you feel guilty for dreaming big. You don't need to tone it down to make other people comfortable. You weren't born to play small or follow the script. You were born to challenge the script, to rewrite it, to make room for the version of success that fits you, not the version society boxed up and labeled realistic. Owning your ambition also means being intentional about it. It's not just about chasing the spotlight or climbing the ladder. It's about choosing goals that align with your values and building a life that reflects your passion and integrity. You don't have to explain your vision to everyone. You just have to be brave enough to pursue it, even if the path is lonely at first. Because the people who truly understand you will never ask you to dim your light just to make them feel better in the dark. And yes, ambition comes with responsibility. When you raise your standards, you also raise the expectations for how you show up. That's the beauty of it. It pushes you to grow, to level up, to become the version of yourself you've always wanted to be. So stop apologizing for wanting more out of life. Own it, speak it out loud, and walk into every room with the energy of someone who knows they belong there. Not because of permission, but because of purpose. Choose boldness over fear. Fear will always be there. It's part of being human. But the difference between those who lead and those who stay stuck is simple. Boldness. Boldness is not the absence of fear. It's the decision to act in spite of it. It's standing at the edge of the unknown and saying, I might fail, but I'm going anyway. Every meaningful thing you want in life, whether it's success, growth, love, or impact, lies just beyond your comfort zone. And boldness is the only vehicle that can take you there. Fear is a master of disguise. It will show up as procrastination, as perfectionism, as overthinking, as just being realistic. It will whisper doubts in your ear and try to sell you the lie that safety equals happiness. But safety can become a prison if you let it. Boldness is the jailbreak. It's choosing to speak when silence is easier. It's raising your hand when your heart is racing. It's making the call, sending the email, pitching the idea, showing up and saying yes, even when your legs are shaking. Being bold doesn't mean you'll always win. Sometimes you'll fall flat, you'll face rejection, but even then boldness wins. Because every time you choose it, you become stronger, you learn faster, you build trust with yourself. You stop waiting for approval and start creating your own momentum. Boldness is what gives you the courage to start before you're ready. To say no to what drains you and to fight for the life that actually excites you, not just the one that looks good on paper. You weren't born to live small, you were born to stretch, to shake the ground a little when you walk. So take the risk, ask the question, show up loud, show up real, and don't just tiptoe around your dreams. Run straight toward them with everything you've got. Fear might follow, but it won't lead. Boldness will. Never apologize for wanting more growth, more success, more meaning, more space to breathe and become. Whatever more means to you, it's yours to want, and it's yours to pursue. Somewhere along the way, many of us were taught to feel guilty for being ambitious, for aiming higher than what was handed to us, for desiring a life that breaks tradition or expectations. But here's the truth. Wanting more isn't greed. It's vision, it's clarity, it's you recognizing that your potential doesn't have a limit, and neither should your dreams. You don't owe anyone comfort at the expense of your own evolution. Some people will call you ungrateful. Some will say you should just be content. But contentment and complacency are not the same thing. Being thankful for where you are doesn't mean you have to stay there. Growth is not betrayal, it's necessary. Wanting more isn't about rejecting your roots or your past. It's about honoring them by building something even greater on top of them. It's about knowing you were meant for more than just survival. You were meant for impact. And yes, your hunger will make some people uncomfortable. Your drive will intimidate those who have settled. But that's not your problem to solve. You're not here to shrink so others feel tall. You're not here to water down your passion to make your presence easier to digest. Wanting more doesn't mean you think you're better than anyone. It means you're in tune with the fact that you are becoming someone more aligned with your purpose every day. That's a journey you never have to apologize for. So speak your desires out loud, write them in ink, claim your seat at the table, or build your own if one doesn't exist. The world needs more people who aren't afraid to live out loud, to push boundaries, to dream audaciously. Stop editing your goals to make others feel okay. This is your life, your ambition, your more. Mourn it like it was made just for you, because it. Authenticity is power. In a world that constantly tries to shape you, sell you a version of success, or fit you into a mold, staying true to who you are is a radical act. It's easy to play roles, to wear masks that please the crowd or match the moment, but nothing is more magnetic, more disruptive, more undeniable than someone who knows exactly who they are and refuses to pretend otherwise. Authenticity doesn't mean being perfect. It means being real. Owning your story, your voice, your flaws, your brilliance, all of it, without apology. When you're authentic, you stop performing and start living. You stop chasing validation and start standing in your truth. That's when things begin to shift. Because the people who are meant to walk with you, work with you, or grow with you, those people don't need you to fit a script. They need you to be you. And let's be honest, faking it is exhausting. Every time you dim your light to make others comfortable, you're doing the world a disservice. We don't need more copies, we need more originals. You don't inspire others by being flawless. You inspire them by being fearless in your authenticity. Being authentic requires courage. It means saying, this is who I am, even when it's not trendy, convenient, or universally accepted. It means choosing integrity over popularity, substance over image. It means trusting your instincts when everyone else is telling you to conform. And yes, it can feel lonely at times because not everyone is ready for the real you. But that's okay. The goal isn't to be liked by everyone. The goal is to be respected by the one person who matters most, yourself. Authenticity is your greatest competitive advantage. No one else can duplicate it. It's your edge, your energy, your essence. It's what sets you apart in a world obsessed with sameness. So let them underestimate you, let them question you, just never let them define you. Show up in every room, in every season, as the most unfiltered version of yourself. Because when you lead with truth, you lead with power, and power rooted in authenticity, that's unstoppable. So here's what I leave you with. You don't have to wait for permission, perfection, or the perfect timing. You already have what it takes. The strength, it's in your struggle. The clarity, it's in your chaos. The future you're dreaming of, it isn't a fantasy. It's a possibility waiting for you to believe in it loudly enough to take the first step. Be bold with your choices. Be loud with your truth. Be relentless with your growth. And when the world tells you to slow down, dim down, sit down, you stand even taller. Because the moment you choose to live unapologetically, the moment you stop fearing failure and start chasing meaning, that's the moment your future changes forever. You are not here just to survive. You are here to rise, to disrupt, to lead, to become. Own that. Live it. And don't just chase the future. Build it with both hands wide open. Thank you.